Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week one of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Willis now to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. To throw, here's Willis. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. They'll try the right side this time. Oh! And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Number 17. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the 25.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield.
And he will get into the end zone. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area, so it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. Throwing, Willis. He's got his man. It's Smith. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
Result is a 1st down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. Willis to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Willis. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be met and knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit. Throwing is Willis. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll begin here on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll send their tight end left. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Back to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. So Sean McDermott going to send on the field goal unit now. This a 42-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And his guys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt followed by the turnover on downs last time they had it. So trying to turn things around. He gets free. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. It's a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the visitors are on the board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. This drive will start on the ground.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the visitors are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Whoa! A good return as he takes it across the 30. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. 14-10 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
The 1st down. Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hall goes in motion. Now a give on the ground. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. They'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Willis. That's caught by Smith on the right side. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. To throw, here's Willis. A pass complete there to Smith. 3rd and a long way to go.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Here's Willis. His throw left side is complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills, that 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clear at the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready. Playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organizations.
Oh, absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture setters, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play caller. It wasn't about the X's and O's. They needed to establish an identity and a culture of excellence and of winning. So no question, Mike, there was a very clear mission, a clear path to landing on Vrabel and Aaron Glenn, and they think they have their guy for the long term.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Willis now to throw. Going up top. He's got it. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. It is a big play on 1st down. That goes for 58.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime, each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, and you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have
40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
Gain of 15. Result is a 1st down.
Now Willis. That's complete to Smith. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Willis now to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
Willis.
First down.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get their man. And it's no gain. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing, Willis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Open man is Smith. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up. No issues there. This one is good. And the visitors going to tack on 3 more. extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So the two teams head for it, and hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. A return now from the 4. Uh-oh. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals. And you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas,
and he will score. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion. And even the one year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to that defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass heavy, they're the spread attack, they've got unbelievable weapons on the outside, obviously Joe Burrow, quarterback, but it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a 3-man race in the AFC North.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Willis to throw. Catch made there. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
The 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And this takes him into will be a first down. To the ground, he'll get it again. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So second down, and they'll run it.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
John Harbaugh will send out the field goal unit. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors will move out in front, 27-24.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Whoa. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
Well, I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing by the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
There's that man again, another catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So now, a big spot coming here. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. the visitors' offense. And their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Willis. Quick throw here is complete, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. On the RPO, he's just going to pitch this one forward. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another first down.
To the ground, a first down run. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Williams. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one taken in. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the visitors will go up by 7.
Visitors 34. Our home team 27.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. He'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 17 yards. That's enough for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. From the 38 now, here's second down and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now, on third and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
32-yard line.
They motion the slot man left. They'll look to throw. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. Back to the air once more on second down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a first down.
A quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down. Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. To throw is Willis. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now a second timeout called by the defense. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 10 and a first down.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 42-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A handoff here, up the middle, and this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 86 yards. It is a touchdown. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here is 2nd and 7. Willis now to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now Willis. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to keep it himself. A gain there of 20. And that will be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This a potential game winner. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.